All right, so I just want to talk about my favorite day technical mini series in a little bit in depth before you guys get going on it. This is going to be an entirely asynchronous project for you to be able to work on at home, and you won't have to bring these canvases back and forth with you to school. They can just stay there. The only thing that will need to travel is the paint, and then you'll be working on your other paintings in class while we're working on these. So this is going to be a month-long project because I'm expecting that these canvases take about 2 asynchronous days each for you to complete, but we really want to focus on trying to make textures and realistic paintings. So just kind of practicing that skill is going to be helpful with this mini series. So our theme is my favorite day. So you guys are going to create a series of 4 paintings that kind of encapsulate different aspects of your favorite day. So if you like to go to the beach, if you really like your vacation, if you are a Disney person and you miss going to Disney and you were supposed to go to Disney last summer, maybe you're going to do something Disney related. So however you want to interpret my favorite day, you're going to come up with 4 subjects that are related to what I am asking you to do, which you should have already found some photos to use for this project on your asynchronous day, Monday or Tuesday. So you are going to be painting these realistic paintings. So we're using photos that exist of real things, not cartoons, not already drawn paintings. You are using real life items to create your paintings. And we are going to complete them on 6x6 canvas boards. Those are in the classroom. So next week when I am back, you will get your 4 canvases and we'll be ready to go on these projects. So in terms of your assignment, we are generating and conceptualizing artistic ideas and works. So you are integrating principles to make sure these work together. You are documenting and developing your strategy, figuring out how you want these ideas to come through, and you are completing your own work. So making sure that you are starting to develop a realistic painting style, all of that good stuff. That's why we're doing it. We're just practicing our painting skills so that when I give you the more open-ended prompts, you will have some structure to fall back on, and you will have experimented with your paints a decent amount. So how do you do it? All right, we should have already done our brainstorming. You were supposed to find a photo of a landscape. So think about some pretty environment of wherever you're going or somewhere you identify. Buildings can be a part of landscape. So if you think your favorite day is totally involved around ice cream or something, and you go to Maine every summer typically, and you like Scoop Deck, maybe your landscape is going to have the Scoop Deck ice cream place in it. And then you're going to do a food painting. So whatever kind of food you would associate with that day, again, keeping the ice cream theme, maybe your ice cream cone from the Scoop Deck, an object, something else. I've never actually been to the Scoop Deck, but I know people really like it. So maybe you want to paint the menu, or maybe you want to paint, like I'm sure there's a picnic table or some sort of scene that can tie into that. And then anything else that you relate to that. So maybe like a welcome to Maine picture, or Algonquin, or wherever it is. And kind of giving that whole idea substance that ties together. So we are making sure all 4 of our pictures are related somehow. I need you to understand how it's related, and you can tell me. I'm not going to tell you that there's an aspect wrong with whatever your favorite day is. So if it's a very unusual thing that you like to do, then go for it. Then we're going to take those photos. So you have the original 4 photos posted on Google Classroom. You're going to use those as your reference, and you're going to draw thumbnail drawings for each category. So in your sketchbook, you'll draw 4-inch by 4-inch squares. They should all fit on 1 page of your sketchbook, but if you need to use 2, go for it. And you're going to draw just a basic outline of what you think needs to be included in your paintings so that these pictures turn out realistic. So thinking about if there is a building, how are you drawing that? If there is ice cream, how are you drawing that? What are you doing to create the base drawing so that your paintings become as realistic and representational of your original image as possible. So we're going to work on those thumbnails to finish off the week. And then next week, you'll be able to start your final canvases. So you'll draw each canvas, each composition onto a canvas board, and then you're going to draw that lightly in pencil, as you might have figured out from other projects. If you're using a light color like white or yellow, the pencil is really hard to cover up with just one layer. So you want to make sure that it's not showing through in the end. And then you will start painting. So I will create an acrylic painting workshop for you guys to do on your own, to kind of work on building up textures with acrylic paint, stuff like that. You're kind of doing it already with the dessert painting that you're painting in school, but we will be practicing mixing layers in a more step-by-step process so that I can work with you on that. Then once you have that, you will be able to start painting your final pictures. You are trying to focus on creating texture, showing highlights, making sure the landscape has depth, making sure your food looks like it's tasty, all of that kind of stuff to show three-dimensionality. If you are struggling, bring your canvases into school and we can work on some techniques during your class time. We can link up for a Google Meet where I can help talk you through what to do with your paints. I have the document camera, so I will be able to kind of show what I think you need to have happen. But other than that, you are just going to work on your painting. So my thought is this is going to take us the entire month of March. This is going to be your asynchronous assignment for every day in March. All right. I hope that's enough time, but we will reevaluate as we go. And our goal is just to have 4 small paintings that are realistic looking and they coincide with one another in some way.